So how do we do it? How do we write the Hindu Arabic numeral 2744 as a Roman numeral? Now, you get a full sheet of notes, right? And so you're going to put on your notes the Roman numerals, right? So M is 1,000, and it's D, right? I think it's D that's I always kind of forget. I think it's D that's 500, and I know C is 100. And then, isn't it, I think it's L that's 50. L that's 50, X is 10, V is 5, and I is 1. Okay, so you'll have that right on your notes, right? And then another important note is that we make nines and fours by subtraction. Is that kind of coming back? Do you remember that? So there's the Roman numerals. You don't have to memorize them. You get full sheet of notes or two separate sheets, one side each. So basically you get two sides of notes. And so you can write all that down right on your notes. And that's what you should do. By the way, I would encourage you to make your practice exam note sheet as you work through the practice exam. Just as you go through how about a piece, even right now, we're going through the practice exam. How about a blank piece of paper or two papers or whatever? And every time you need some formula or some like this Roman stuff, just write it down on your note sheet. That way you'll know, because students ask me a good question. They say, Mr. Herndon, what should I write on my note sheet? Well, basically my answer is whatever you need as you do the practice exam. So that'll be a little different for every person. You know, what's harder for you to remember, what you personally need. I would just, as you do the practice exam, anytime you realize you need a formula or some kind of note, put it down on your note sheet. Then you'll, because the practice exam has everything. I promise there'll be nothing on the actual exam that was not on the practice exam. It's all there. So make your note sheet as you do the practice exam. Okay, so 2744, I want to go to Roman numerals. How do we do it? First off, we start with the 2000, right? How do I make the 2000?
2 M's.
2000. 700. How am I going to do 700?
D and 2 C's.
Yeah, 500 and then 2 C's. So D, C, C. So here's the 2000. Here's the 700. And then 40. Let's do the first 40. How do we do 40?
We do an X and then an L.
Beautiful. XL. Remember, because 4s and 9s are made by subtraction. So XL, there is the 40. XL. And then, so we got that 40. And then the last one, the 4.
The 4 is the I and then the V.
Excellent. I and V, because again, 4s and 9s are made by subtraction. So the I before the V. So there it is. There's the number 2,744. Now, on the actual exam, you can type it in uppercase or lowercase. I tested it out. It accepts the answer uppercase or lowercase or even a mix thereof, some upper, some lower. Doesn't matter. It'll take it uppercase or lowercase. Just don't put any spaces or commas or anything like that. Just put the letters, uppercase or lowercase, doesn't matter. It's all good. It'll take it any which way.